What is up, everyone? JoPaWrites here once again, and today I'm bringing in another episode of the Writer's Thoughts. Airs live on my Twitch channel at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Twitch.tv/JoPaWrites. Also, you can catch replays if you miss them on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JoPaWrites. Also, looking to bring them to your favorite podcasting platforms, but that is a thing for the future, and we're working on that as well. So I'm going to jump into it. There wasn't a ton of news over the weekend from things that I was super interested in. And I'm going to start with Birds of Prey. This is a movie that I'm kind of looking forward to. It's going to be very different from what I think a lot of the other DC Universe movies are. Now, according to reports, the box office numbers were a little bit lower than expected for the movie. Now, the budget was incredibly high, which means that they don't have to make a Marvel level amount of money. But I'm disappointed only because I don't normally care about the box office numbers too much. In this case, I do, simply because I want to see more of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And I think that it'll be a mistake to not let that flourish and continue to experiment with that and include her in different movies. One of the things that I believe happened with this movie is that one, it's suffering from the failure of the DC universe as a whole, and also the confusion of what is happening with it, because we're having a new Batman, we had a different Joker take, we're having a potentially new Superman if the rumors are to believed. So everything's up in the air. The Flash from the DCU actually appeared in The Flash on the CW show. There's just a lot of confusion and not a lot of continuity. The Suicide Squad is not a sequel, but a soft reboot. So I think Birds of Prey falls in a weird dynamic in that as a standalone movie, it's getting some praise from critics and people who are going to watch it. I think it's probably a good movie I'm going to see in the next 2 days. It looks really fun. Some people have compared it to the latest Thor movie as far as just being fun and different from the rest of the DC universe. But that being said, no one knows what's happening with that whole organization. Like, we don't know where the universe is going. Is it still a universe at all? Is it just a bunch of standalone movies? Are they gonna try to bring them together again? Because of that, I really think the movie suffers from people just not knowing. Okay, if I see this, but then they cancel the next Birds of Prey, it doesn't matter. Like, is there continuity? One of the things that Marvel has done so well is build towards the next cool thing, right? Bring their different characters together, but not in like a, hey, we're jumbling them all together right away. We're gonna slowly introduce them and actually build a world where everyone gets to know each other over time. And I feel like the DC universe hasn't done that and is really still struggling to now fix that. I mean, honestly, if I were DC, I might have said, okay, nothing before this matters. We're starting fresh. But they can't do that because they've had some successful franchises like Wonder Woman, like Aquaman. And so how they bring it all together now is going to be a big, big question mark. And I'm interested to see where they go from here. Next, we had YouTube making some strong updates for streamers that are coming to their platform. We've seen a lot of the streamer wars lately with Mixer, YouTube, and Facebook picking up new big name streamers with big contracts and such from Twitch and hoping to gain a little of Twitch's market share. Now, one of the things that have been lacking in Twitch's competitors is clips, and some other just simple features that Twitch has because they've been doing this for so long. They're ahead of the game. Now, YouTube's head of content creators has actually said that they're looking to bring some of the updates forward with clips, with like earnable in-game items, something that has desperately been missing from other platforms. Because at the end of the day, viewers watch for the personalities, but you also can enhance their viewership by giving them incentives, right? If you're able to give them bonuses in game, then they're gonna leave those your site up for longer. They're gonna want to keep your site up and watch your site, or lurk on your site, which is still a viable watch. Just like having the TV on in the background counts for their ratings. You know, having those up, because you never know what's going to catch your attention for advertisers or whatever the case may be. But they need some of these other features. And when I've looked into other platforms, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or Mixer, they've all been lacking some of the simple features that I've been missing from that I'd be missing if I switched from Twitch. Hopefully these other platforms do bring those into the fold sooner rather than later, simply because competition is good in my opinion. I feel like as much as Mixer has gotten a lot of hype because of who they signed, I feel like YouTube is more prepared to be a good competitor, especially if they're able to use all their resources and implement some better features, whether it's bits, gifted subs, emotes, all that kind of stuff that creators will need in order to go forward. Because at this point, a smaller creator is going to find a much harder time going forward on YouTube without some of those benefits. And we'll see what they do. But I'm excited to see some real competition, and each platform push itself to improve. Because if these other platforms start matching Twitch, Twitch is going to have to up its game even more. And that's what I like to see. I want to see all of these platforms be the best they can be for the viewer, for the streamer, and for everybody. So hopefully that's the case. And if it is, everybody wins. Next, hitting on the drops. One thing that I saw, which was really cool, was when Escape from Tarkov blew up. It was helped by their drop event, right? They had a bunch of in-game items you could receive just by watching. Now, what I liked about Escape from Tarkov is that it's a really captivating game, and a lot of people were not ready, I think, for the success it was going to have. Now, the cool thing was it was prepared to capitalize on their big event, and it just happened to blow up. Now, not every game is going to blow up, but I think more games could learn from Escape from Tarkov and implement these drop events in a way that's going to really be successful. We've seen in Borderlands, in the directory, there was a big back and forth because they have their EchoCast feature. When they had that go live, there wasn't always enough ways to farm or to continue to put forth the items that you could get from the EchoCast. The weapons, the items you would get from the red chest and such were not that good. Unless you farmed this red Lilith chest, which was not intended to be farmable. Unfortunately, what happened is they closed off that red chest so people couldn't farm it, but it just wasn't worthwhile for people to farm those chests and get rewards, because the rewards were just not good enough. Now, currently in the game, there's a red chest event that has helped the viewership and has helped streamers and viewers alike, because the chests are actually bringing forth rewards that are worth it. I got 2 legendaries from playing the other day just from one red chest, which might be a little bit too much, but at the same time, finding that balance I think is important. It's the same thing when they're bringing forth enemies from the EchoCast. You can bring in enemies, and your viewers will take charge of it and increase its power and stuff. That's all well and good, but you need a reason to do that, and adding that fun is good, but you have to test these things out and really perfect it. These drop events, these in-game upgrades for the viewership only is going to matter if the game is really good at the back end. And that's one thing that I think some games might miss when they're doing these drop events. But I think ultimately they're good for the viewership. They're good for the streamers. Like I was saying before with the YouTube updates, I think that's important for everybody. And hopefully more games do that going forward, because I think interactivity between streamers, the game, and then the viewers is the way forward. with regards to streaming, as far as making things really, really blow up. So, thank you guys for stopping by. I do appreciate it. That's going to wrap up the Writer's Thoughts for today. Twitch.tv/JoPaWrites, YouTube.com/JoPaWrites. Hit them both. Drop me a sub or a follow, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.
Thanks as always for stopping by the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe for future content, and I will catch you guys later.